Hi guys, I am here with week 4 in my 2021 Project Life album, and I'm working with these beautiful papers from the Kitaholic Kits April kits. So I've picked ones that have got sort of purples and blues in them because I've got this cut apart sheet and it's got kind of some purpley ones and also some mustard yellowy ones. So I thought I would kind of try and get 2 spreads out of that sheet and use the different color palettes, like kind of separate them out from each other and use them to create 2 different spreads. So you'll see what I do with those yellowy colors in my week 5 in an upcoming video. But this is week 4 for now. So I've got these purples and I have cut them out and I'm choosing some papers to complement them. And obviously that's really easy to do because Steph puts the kits together so beautifully and is really thoughtful about how those colors are going to go with each other. So yeah, I've got a few different bits and pieces going on here. We get a bunch of stickers with this month's kit. We've got some puffy stickers from the Garden Party Maggie Holmes range, which is the new one, and also like a sticker book from that range as well. So these ones are kind of on a bigger scale and they're puffy, and then in the sticker book there's sort of a smaller scale ones which are great for Project Life but also for like planning and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to use some of the puffy ones to begin with, and I'm grabbing some little bows and some flowers to embellish the cards that I've taken from the cut apart sheet. So you can see I'm putting a bow at the top of a couple of the text boxes just to give it a bit of, well, embellishment really. And I'm grabbing some other bits and pieces from this smaller sticker book as well for different spots. So it's nice to have a couple of different scales of embellishment to work with, and that's kind of what's going on here. So yeah, I'm bringing out some of the greens to go with the purple because I think mint and lilac is a really lovely colour combination. So I'm sort of going with that really for most of this. So I've done my journaling, and obviously I did that off camera, which I usually do. One of my favourite motifs in this collection are the little teacups. I think they're really, really cute, and they go well with my obsession with coffee and also tea. So yeah, they're good. I managed to get my hands on some of the die cut embellishments from the Garden Party range. They are not part of the kit, but because there's so much Garden Party stuff in the kit, I wanted to use a couple of those embellishments as well, just from my stash. So I'm doing that to sort of add to what's in the kit. We do get some die cut embellishments, and you'll see me use those on a different project, but they are from the Simple Stories latest range, which also complements this one really nicely. I think a lot of the time the April sort of early in the year releases end up being lovely and pastel-y because of Easter, and those colours are quite Eastery. So in order to kind of add a little bit of something extra to this cluster, I thought I would put in some tangled thread. I've got a couple of spools of pastel-coloured threads, which I got from Daiso. They were super cheap, and I'm going to tuck in some white behind this swan die cut. It doesn't show up as much on screen as it does in person. In person, it adds a nice little bit of texture, and you can see it a bit better than you can here. But I thought this cluster was quite cute, so adding those guys on there. If you don't have the die cuts, another thing that you can do is use some of the stickers from the sticker book and stick them onto cardstock or paper and then cut them out, because a lot of these motifs are actually in that sticker book as well. So if you don't have access to that, then that's an option. So yep, just sticking that down, putting a bit of tangled thread in that one as well. And then I'm just going to add a couple more little stickers here and there. I also wanted to add a piece of washi to the top of that Instax photo so that it matched the die cut next to it. Double-sided tape is plenty to stick one of these photos to a journal card. Like, you don't need more adhesive. That's just a aesthetic choice. I just thought it would look cute. So now I'm just doing my title card. I'm chopping up one of these die cuts and I'm going to use that as my main sort of the thing that I'm going to put my stamping of the dates on. Wow, that was a weirdly put together sentence, but we got there in the end. And I just want to do a bit of layering around it because I'm putting it on a reasonably busy pattern and I want it to stand out against that pattern. I love it. It's so pretty with all of those gorgeous little flowers in different shapes and those pastel colors. I'm very, very into it. So I want to let that pattern shine. I want lots of it to be showing, but I also want to make sure that the important information that's going on this journal card will actually stand out and won't get lost as well. So just trying to find that balance there. It's nice to include a bit more of this purple as well because that's probably the boldest colour on this spread. So it's nice to sort of have that in multiple places just to kind of give it a bit of balance. So I'm pretty pleased to have the opportunity to do that. Going to add a little bit more thread there. That photo down the bottom of me with just my hand with the curtain around my hospital bed, it's got that kind of teal, greeny blue colour. And I thought that again sort of toned in quite well with the purples and greens in the papers. So I'm glad to have made that work. Oops. Oh, don't you hate it when you put glue on something and then you drop it? Or it's like toast. It always goes butter side down or glue side down. It's just the worst. I didn't do too much damage with that one, thank goodness, but there we are. So we're getting close to the end here. I want to just add one or two more little details in. And I had a little bit of trouble kind of committing here because I didn't want my embellishments to overshadow my papers because these papers have actually got quite a few really nice patterns on them. So I sort of was having a bit of trouble deciding like how much extra stuff to add just because I liked what was already there so much. So I actually put things on and take them off a couple of times before I commit to how I really want things to look. And in the end, I just went with sort of small and simple things and the less is more kind of vibe. So this is me rearranging the stickers so that they seem to work for me. I want to add a third thing in there in a second, but I'll come back to that. I'm often a little bit erratic with how I do my final embellishments just because it's a case of trying to feel like it's balanced over the whole spread. So I'll put one on the left and then be like, I need one on the right, or, you know, use a phrase sticker and go, oh, well, now that I've done that, I should probably put another one on somewhere. And so it's just sort of a bit all over the place. I treat the spread as a whole rather than working with individual cards one at a time. And that's just how I work. It just works best for me. I know other people do it in different ways and that's totally legit too. So this looks a bit like a library card, so I thought I would do some date stamping. This is one of my favourite ways to add the week information or the date information to a spread. I like the look of the sort of messy stacked stamping. That's really appealing to me. So it's nice to add that in there. And now I'm just going in with the last few little stickers, tucking this one in underneath that swan, and just sort of filling that little cluster out a little bit. And these ones are puffy stickers from the puffy sheet. I just wanted to pop on and add this in real time. I just forgot that I had it, I tucked it away. These are the photos from Artie's first day of school for the year, and they happened in this week. So I just want to stick this little insert in. I did them at 4x6, but I did them portrait instead of landscape. And then this little pocket is from scrapbook.com. You can buy them in like packs of 5, I think, and they're really great for little inserts. And then I have these from I think you saw me potentially trying to use them earlier on, from the garden party die cut pack. And I thought what I might do is sort of try and create a little overlapping back-to-back tab situation here so that they can sort of embellish this page a little bit and be a little extra thing. So I'm just going to do that with some redline tape. I'm actually running quite low on redline tape at the moment, but that's okay. I will try and remember to get some more. So it's just going to go outside the pocket, obviously, which is fine. Just going to stick this one on the front. So it's always so static and it comes off and sticks to you. So this is going to go here like this. So it's going to look like a little flag sticking off the side. And of course I've managed to stick it to my page. There we go. And then this one says "You are so loved." So I will stick that on there too. There's already adhesive where it's going to go back to back with the other piece, so I'll just stick it on the part that will be on the pocket. If you enjoy real-time crafting, I have been doing a few lives recently and I'm going to make a bit of a habit of it because I really enjoy it. So you can go back and have a look at some of the ones that have already happened because they always get uploaded here on YouTube. And keep an eye out for upcoming ones. Okay, so we've got a little tab there. I think I'd like to grab the sticker book and add 1 or 2 little additional stickers. This one is a clear sticker, so it will sort of, you'll still be able to see a bit of the blue from his shirt behind it, but I like the idea of these being stacked together. And then on the back here, I like these black ones, but I don't think they'll show up enough against the dark colour on his shirt. Although it might be worth it for Darling. It doesn't always have to be like super bold. I think it'll still be readable. But I want to tuck the bottom of the G underneath here. That's not going to work, so I will trim it. And then it will look tucked. There we go. Darling, you are so loved. Couldn't be truer. So this will go here in the album as a little additional insert. Bye.